Super fighting robot. Megadeth.
Brooks.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Brooks.
Dan.
With us again is Mr. Mega Ran himself.
Hey.
The guy that beat 20 people at Street Fighter 2 while rapping.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Was it only 20?
On a unicycle.
Yeah. How many do you remember it being?
It was a slow day.
I don't know. Yeah, it was a slow day. 20 might be it.
Oh, man. And we're playing Mega Man X still on the show. I didn't mean for it to sound like that.
On the Legacy Collection.
On the Legacy Collection.
Yes, we're still playing Mega Man X. We are. I like to take my time and savor this experience.
Thank you, thank you. I
but
too enjoy savoring an aged game like fine wine.
But you know what? Like, you're savoring the experience, but you're still playing at a good pace.
Yeah, you're faster than my roommate Zeke.
Okay, well, thanks.
I know. Like you said, your bigger thing is old school Mega Man, but your Mega Man X chops are still nothing to laugh at.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks. I thought I was embarrassing myself.
No.
Well, technically, if you're doing anything on the if you're doing anything on the internet, then somebody always thinks what you're doing sucks. So
Oh, absolutely.
you just got to get over that, and then you tell all of them, "Oh well, I like what I do, even if you don't. That sucks for you, pal."
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling too well.
Oh yeah, I mean, you were talking about how, I mean, essentially you're a trailblazer. You did something that you really didn't see much of, the crossovers between other genres. You know, between
Oh, yeah.
your what you expect from like rock and EDM, like that happens. It's natural.
And I looked it up. I mean, I attempted. I didn't.
Rolling
I guess,
Shield is his weakness, by the way. Sorry.
Okay. I didn't want to create something or just work on something that was already done and already out there. So I definitely made an effort to find out if someone had done something similar to this, like Mega Man in music. And then I found some great musicians in the process. I found the Megas. I don't know if you guys know them.
Yeah.
The Megas are amazing.
I like
Found the mini bosses.
Mm-hmm.
Found so many great guys, but no one was using hip hop in that way. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll be the first to try this out. And of course, it wasn't necessarily met with all praise, even though Capcom dug it. A lot of fans were like, "What is he doing to my favorite thing?
Yeah.
He just took a crap all over it."
No, I hate that.
You know,
Ooh,
the
use that
internet.
sub tank.
Use update. Oh,
Do I have one?
you have a little bit. It's worth it.
Okay.
I would like to remind everybody, by the way, that no matter how much you love something, you don't own it.
Yeah.
Other people can
Yeah.
do things that they love with it as well, and it does not prevent you from loving it just as much as you always did.
That's really important because like you could easily still have the same love for that same thing, and this does not affect your life in one way or the other.
If you don't like it,
don't enjoy the way, you can easily just log off or turn into something else.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready to pass off. I want to watch you do your magic here.
All right.
All right.
Oh no, he took his weighted clothes off.
I took off my weights.
Uh-oh.
I've only trained in gravity 5,000 times the power of Earth.
On rookie hunter mode.
Ooh. Ballsy statement.
Oh. I played a couple of these on Rookie Hunter mode until I realized you don't get any of the achievements on that. So I'm like, you jerks.
It's the punk ass mode, dude.
Yeah, there's no reward for being a punk. Especially in a game like this. It's kind of built for challenge. So,
Yeah.
So I get it.
Look, Dan's Mega Man.
Wow.
His Mega Magic. Oh man. I need to. Have you taken a look at the art books at all for any of the Mega Man stuff?
I haven't. Well, I've seen a few of them that are actually really good. I thought you were talking about the art within the game because there's an art section.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they show some of the book stuff in there.
They do.
That stuff is awesome.
It's great to see concept art and how they came up with these characters and things. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I discovered most of the memorabilia that I didn't know existed that Brooks was telling me about. I mean,
remember trying to find that stuff.
I was only ever into games just for playing them, and I never really had game collectibles. I had like a scarce few Zero toys that I really loved.
Okay.
But I did not have a lot of game collectibles that extended beyond just being able to play the game. Mm-hmm. And that's why that statue I mentioned earlier is something that I would love to own at some point because it's so rad.
Yeah.
That statue is really cool.
That sounds cool. Do you know who makes that statue? Or
I don't know, but I know that it's like I think I saw it on Amazon at some point for like $500.
Ooh.
And I was just like, man, I really like this. But it'll be more emotionally dramatic if I were to purchase this.
Yeah.
That would be me cradling my wallet one last time.
Yeah, because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Jeez, $500. Yeah, I mean, I love Mega Man, but yeah.
I love Mega Man, but I still got bills to pay.
I got bills to pay. Yeah, I'll put that on the wish list and just hope one day.
Yeah. It's sitting in my wish list, and I have notifications on it. And for someday it drops to like $50.
I mean, I've pretty much decided that if what we do now becomes significant enough that we have an office going on, I'm going to buy it and make it a community gift to me and Brooks.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be an awesome idea.
That would be fantastic, and I'll treasure it always.
Did you ever do one of those things when you were a kid where you bought something with a friend and you guys just split it?
Yep.
And you kept it at your house a couple days and at their house a couple days?
Yep.
I've done that a couple of times. I used to...
What did you do that with? Do you remember?
I remember I did that with laser tag.
Ooh, like a whole set?
Yeah, so like we had this Star Wars laser tag.
Oh, okay.
It was like we got like a big chunky Hans blaster and a big chunky orange Hans blaster and the like X-wing pilot little chesty things.
Okay.
And we went in on it and we were like, yeah, we'll keep it. And then we're just like, wait a minute, we're the only ones that use this. You just keep yours and I'll keep mine.
Right.
It took us like a month to figure that out.
Children do not think things through very well.
Yeah, he's like, we're the only people that are going to play with this.
And then it became, because he lived on, I lived in a neighborhood with a creek behind us, and he lived on the other side of that creek, like directly on the other side.
I thought you said with a creep behind us.
I heard creep too.
And I'm like,
creep
I was like,
behind
when's
us.
that creep come into play?
Okay,
so
you play laser tag with the creep?
So I'd call him, and I'd be like, hey, I'm coming over, put your laser tag stuff on. We just like meet each other.
I'll meet you in the yard, punk.
Yeah, well, we would just meet each other in the middle.
Okay.
But I used to do that with my brother a lot, because I was like, okay, our birthdays were spaced out enough to where it's like, okay, so if you hang on to your birthday money for a little bit, or I've hung on to mine, we can team up and get this really cool thing that I like.
Right on.
And he would like as well, but I remember that's how I got X6.
Okay.
It's like, hey, I have $10, you have $10, we're going to Toys R Us.
Nice. That was, man, what did I do that with? I believe Austin Powers on VHS.
Wow, okay. Was it because like neither of your parents would let you own it?
Really showing my age here. Yeah, I think it was like $20 or something at a store called Circuit City that's long gone.
I remember Circuit City, yeah.
And and a friend of mine, I had 10 from allowance, he had 10, and we're like, dude, let's just split it. You know, I'll hold it 1 week, you hold it the next week. And then I think it wound up just staying at my house because he would always come to my house to watch it. I think his mom was a little more strict, so she didn't want him watching crazy stuff at home. So he's like, I'm bringing it over, let's watch it. And I'm like, let's just keep it at my house.
Oh man,
someone always wins eventually in the group deal.
Yeah, I always like spending the night at my friend, the guy that lived across the creek.
Not the creep.
Yeah, I don't hang out with the creep.
Okay, good.
With the creek, I used to go to spend the night at his house because his mom was less strict.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting to watch like The Wedding Singer, and it was just like, oh man, this is so cool. That was an interesting sleepover because that was also the same sleepover that his mom. We went down to like Hollywood Video or something, and we rented a game, and we were both very excited about it because I have not heard anything about it, and I was like, what? This looks interesting. It was Shaq Fu.
Oh, God.
Oh wow.
It was Shaq Fu.
Wow.
Something that did look interesting, and
It
then
did look interesting.
and then wasn't.
No, it was the opposite of cool.
Yeah.
At the time, it was just like I didn't think it was like because I also wasn't into fighting games at the time. I was like,
Well,
maybe
don't worry. You never would have been if
Yeah.
Shaq Fu was your intro.
Well, I was like maybe all fighting games are like this, and then
No,
Marvel
no.
vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
That was my gateway drug into fighting games.
Oh, nice. I was so bad at that game. Still am.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not great.
But I enjoy watching it go down. But man, the first time you see a 90 hit combo, you're like, all right, come on, that's enough.
I'm gonna go home now.
No,
you
I-
guys have fun.
I think nothing is more daunting as far as video games go than playing fighting games with somebody who's an expert at them.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Because they will shut you down so hard that you will never want to play the game again.
I have an Evo friend that will not play Street Fighter with me because he doesn't want to do that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he'll scare you away from it.
So he's good, and he's like, I don't want to just destroy you.
Yeah, and I've watched him, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad that we're not going to do that. Let's play Metal Slug together.
Yeah, he's like, it'll make him put his guard down against real players. So
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. Why people don't want to play like casuals.
We had this one guy over that was like, who just ultimately destroy anyone in a fighting game, and we found a way around that. Because he was big into the Capcom fighters in like Mortal Kombat, but he wasn't good at Tekken.
yeah.
So we closed the gap for like
That's-
20 minutes.
It's a very different game.
That's different. Yeah.
And that's a sensibility that I have that gets overridden a lot when it comes to fighting games. I only like fighting games where holding the direction away from your opponent is your block. I cannot play
Okay.
Mortal Kombat for that reason.
block button games.
Block is a button,
suck.
and I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't.
Not even Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur's fun.
I got good at the what's the timed guard thing called? True Guard or whatever?
Yeah.
That I got good at, but when it came to actually blocking attacks, I was still bad at it. I tried to play more of like the lateral movement to dodge it.
Okay.
Yeah, I stuck with Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for like 10 years because I was like, okay, here's a game, and I actually went out of my way to play any game that like Mega Man was featured in,
Okay.
of any kind. So Onimusha Blade Warriors was a weird one that.
Oh wow, that's a slept-on game.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't heard that name in a long time.
I know, right? I had to play as the Mega Man from Mega Man Battle Network to get to the real character I wanted to play as, which was Mega Man Zero.
Yeah.
I played SNK versus Capcom 2 to unlock. They were not worth it, any of these endeavors. But I was just like, I have to be able to play all of these games. I wish I'd hung on to them.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. It's like you're good at this game, Dan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I know what I'm after.
Oh man.
We've only got one more thing left
A
to get, and then
master
we're
at
good to go
work.
on to the Sigma stages.
How's your speed run time stack up in this game?
So I can do about an hour, and I think WR is like around 33 minutes, if not less than that.
Okay.
So I would never call myself good enough to be a speedrunner, but I definitely feel like I'm better than a casual player, which it's essentially like being nothing, but it's still fun, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a speedrunner because time is a construct.
There you go.
If there was ever any game that I could actually, if I put my mind to it to speedrun, it would be X4. That is
Okay.
the one that I'm already good enough at that I think I could actually do it. All right, we have everything. Let's go.
All right.
There was a time when I could.
Aside from the Hadorken, which I'm not going to get because it'll take another like 7 or 8 minutes to get.
Yeah,
Okay.
I prefer X2's Shoryuken better.
The Shoryuken's better because it
control
ignores
it.
iframes.
Yeah.
Nah.
Whereas, for whatever reason, the input with the Hadorken usually shoots one Buster Shot first, and the Hadorken responds to iframes. So you'll hit them with the Buster, and then the Hadorken will hit them and do nothing.
Oh wow.
I'm really bad at that,
Hadorken.
but the Shoryuken just, oh god, it's so good.
Yeah. Nice.
I remember when I figured out that was a thing. I thought it was one of those like those like you know
Like a
those
hoax.
lies.
Yeah, I thought it was like an
Yeah.
April Fool's joke. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way Capcom would do that.
I've only been taken in by one like April Fool's joke when it comes to games, and that was that Sonic and Tails was being added to Smash Melee. I was
And
sorta
that almost,
disappointed.
I mean, that sounds very believable. So
Yeah.
We're gonna take some intentional damage here.
Okay. What? What?
Because Vile's coming up.
Oh, right. So you want to
I'm gonna be ready for that.
get ready.
Get it over with.
I think it's 3 or 4 that I need, so we're good now.
What is this?
So, you know how Vile, he beats you up before he traps you? If
Yeah.
you just go into the boss room with low health, he'll just trap you. You skip that whole thing.
Oh, excellent.
It's a way to cut some time off.
Yeah, speedrunner trick number 9,227.
There are too many of them. There are so many tricks to this game specifically. And the big reason why I can never get into speedrunning is because I don't like doing exploits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like cheat. Well, not cheat, I guess, but
You just have to. You have to.
gotta take the shortcuts.
You gotta turn technology against itself.
Yeah.
One of the things is like Boomer Koanger is the first boss in the boss rush here, and you can push yourself through his boss door with Chill Penguin's ice thing as it's growing, and he just never spawns, and you don't have to fight him.
Oh,
But it's like a frame perfect trick, and I can't do it.
man.
And I don't want to do it. I want to fight him.
How is that
Right.
fun?
Yeah, it's not so fun. And the original, the classic Mega Man speed runs are like spam the magnet beam.
The magnet
Yeah.
beam exploits are insane.
It's so ridiculous. You just run across the top of the stage and don't fight anybody. Like, this isn't fun at all.
Did you ever see the task for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
It's so crazy. And I'm like, this doesn't even look fun, though. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it's-
just skipping
you're-
everything.
You're not playing the game.
You're not playing the game. You're avoiding everything. Oh, man. So I guess, I mean, the rule, and as I've learned from some friends who beat me up in fighting games, it's not cheating if the game allows you to do it.
Sure.
That's supposed to be that's the rule of gaming.
But that's why, I mean, my favorite category for most speedruns is glitchless, because
Yeah.
I want to watch someone's mastery of the game in a way that it's I guess that it's intended to be played, because it does take a lot of
Hey, look at that statue.
A lot of those a lot of those frame perfect tricks are like insanely hard to pull off. I can't do them,
Yeah.
but that's not what I want to do anyway. So I'm not going out of my way to do it.
No, I had a friend who wants me to start trying the speed run the classic Mega Mans, and I watched some of the stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
like
don't want to do that.
It's just not what I'm into.
No, it doesn't seem fun at all to study every frame and take advantage of every little, little
Yeah,
nuance.
it's something that I'm glad that there are people that's their thing and they super like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just not fun to me. Like you said, you're not really playing the game, and I mean, I guess at that point you're past playing it for enjoyment.
Yeah,
You're doing it almost for work, and that's not cool.
because they want to be the best around, and no one's gonna ever keep them down.
No one. Mm.
Oh man.
So we were talking a little bit off mic between episodes about books.
Yes,
Turns out you're a bit of a book nerd like myself.
I like books so much
like
that
books?
it's in my name.
That is a Brooks joke and a half.
I
right
like
there.
that. That's really
Oh
good.
man.
Brooks loves books.
Yeah, I do.
Cool. What are you reading these days? Anything you just finished or are into?
So I just finished. I'm in a bit of a science fiction kick right now, and I'm trying to read through William Gibson's novels before his new book comes out in I think September.
Ah,
He's the guy that did Neuromancer and
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay. Ooh, I've been meaning to check that out. I need to write that down.
Yeah, it's really good
so far.
I mean, you've read Ready Player One.
Yeah.
So like that whole cyberpunk thing finds roots in Neuromancer specifically, and another book called Snow Crash by a different author. And it's great. I love the virtual reality thing.
Oh, nice.
It's
Okay, that sounds like something I'd be into.
but you said you just finished Armada.
Just finished Armada. Started a book by a friend of mine, Joe Vieja. He has a book called Communication Failure. I think you dig it if you're into a lot of sci-fi stuff.
All right.
Really good book. He's a Final Fantasy fan. That's kind of how we met. It's
Oh
just-
man.
He was working on some Final Fantasy fan fiction stuff, and then he started writing his own book, and it's really cool. So starting off really well for me.
Oh man.
I love the way it's written, super fun and sarcastic, and it's really good.
It's called Communication Breakdown?
Communication Failure.
Failure.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Communication failure.
Joe Zieha. What else? I just started a book. I'm a big wrestling fan. So I started a book called King of New Orleans about the Junkyard Dog, who's this very old 80s wrestler who not much of his story was known, but this author kind of went through the streets of New Orleans and asking people about him, and he got this really great collection of stories, and so that's really cool.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Uh-oh.
This is the one boss that always.
I mean, he's
punks on
so
me.
unpredictable.
Okay, we got this.
All right.
It's like that mini
got
game
it.
from WarioWare that I hate. You have to pour the water into the ramen. But yeah, it's funny you mentioned wrestling, because a buddy of mine's a huge wrestling fan. Huge wrestling fan.
Nice.
And he got me into wrestling. I wasn't allowed to watch it growing up because my dad was like, "You're probably gonna try to do these things, so you better
Of course.
not." And to be fair, to his credit, I probably would have.
Of course. I mean, we all tried it.
But being able to get into it now is cool. I already have. I've begun to develop opinions about wrestlers, and also my landlord looks uncannily like Mick Foley.
Really?
One of my best Halloween costume ever was Mankind. I went as Mankind for Halloween a few years ago. I love that.
I want John to show up to the house sometime as Cactus Jack or
Just walk in like bang bang. Have a nice
bang,
day.
That was even better because at
that'd
that
be
same
cool.
Halloween party, someone else showed up as Dude Love.
Oh yeah.
What?
We were just
What?
waiting for Cactus Jack to show up. Like, someone please, like, where's
Oh,
Cactus
please.
Jack? We need the trifecta.
We need the
Oh,
trifecta.
man.
Oh, that's awesome.
I heard he was a few months ago. He was selling autographed Mr. Saccos to raise money for some kind of
Yeah, I
Mick Foley's
charity
a
or
good
something.
dude.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
he's a good guy.
Super good guy.
I saw him as Santa briefly in this like documentary thing when you're scrolling Amazon Prime because he rented all the good stuff on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, he's a legend. I think him winning the WWF title was the moment that I became a WWF fan, like in the 90s, because I liked it earlier in life and then walked away.
Yeah.
And then
And
there's
who
a-
could forget the iconic Hell in the Cell match?
oh yeah.
He's broken in half.
I mean, fuck guy. So great. Yeah. And you know, I felt like Mick Foley was so inspirational because he didn't look like the traditional wrestler. He had so many struggles, like trying to get in and get over and get popular and get some traction.
especially with his career in Japan.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I love about Mick Foley is that he really isn't like a charismatic looking dude. He's really like, no matter what his persona was, he was always really weird looking.
Yeah.
And I love that he just embraced that and made one of the most famous wrestling personas in the world out of it.
It is now secretly my landlord.
Dude, if you told me right now that Mick Foley was your landlord, you'd have to give me his number so I can, be like, Mick Foley, please sign my Mr. Sacco
speak-
prop.
Dan, I will break the sink and I'll have to come over and fix it.
I could never actually do that though. Like, I feel like it's such a common thing for people to want to bother celebrities and they're just minding their own business.
Yeah, like
I don't
having
want
having him on a let's play.
Well,
inviting an accomplished rapper to your Let's Play.
well. But it's relevant to my interests. But true. Luckily, I mean, if you were saying like, hey, let's play Contra, and I mean, I love Contra, but I
Man.
probably wouldn't be as into it.
We are featuring Mega Ran on Cooking Mama
Yeah,
2.
I was gonna say, you want to come over and play Cooking Mama? You beat me to the punch on that one.
Wow, great minds over there. Look at you two.
Don't encourage.
You finish
us.
each other's.
Don't encourage us.
You finish each other's sandwiches.
We finish each other's sandwiches in Cooking Mama.
Yeah, I was about that game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow.
That I was more excited about going on my senior trip so I could play my DS while we were on the road than I was actually about going visiting colleges.
Wow.
Time to kill Rangda Bangda.
Oh, I hate this boss.
I love the Rangda Bangda fight in 5 more
Yeah,
because you get to be Zero.
yeah,
I'm a simple man. I want to cut things with the Z-Saber.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once we get that setup, the cool studio setup thing, I will bring over my Black Armor Zero to proudly display to the world to let them know that I am in fact the coolest person ever.
Ever?
The coolest person.
Coolest person ever award goes to me. I'm surprised and honored by this award that I gave myself.
I shouldn't have.
Thank you, me.
I'm-
You're
Thank
so
you, me.
great.
I'm too kind.
I am humbled.
Nice.
Oh man.
Oh gosh. Oh, speaking of books, I wanted to give a shameless plug for my new album, which is coming in June.
Yeah, tell us about
It's
that.
gonna be all about books. Myself and MC Lars are working on an album. Well, it's pretty much done. Called the Dewey Decibel System. It's all graphic novels, short stories, just novels, plays, all the cool stuff we loved. First single is Watchmen, based on probably the greatest graphic novel of all time.
Oh yes, Archie Comics. I know.
Archie Comics.
Specifically the Sonic variant.
Oh, Sonic Mega Man crossover was
I'm
pretty
so
great.
glad somebody else read that besides me.
That was great. That was great. I can't lie. I really enjoyed that. I started working on some songs around that too. We did an album called Blur Bomber, which
nice.
was Sonic and Mega Man crossover stuff. But yeah, the album's coming in early June. Watchmen track will be coming soon with some of my friends on it. MC Frontalot, Schaefer the Dark Lord, and plenty of others. We'll be going on tour this spring as well.
Awesome.
Playing some jams from that. So yeah, hope to see y'all out on the road.
What? So you mentioned there like some short stories and graphic novel and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite short stories?
Well, I think. Let me see. There's so many great ones, but I actually did a couple of songs on them. So let me go back and try to remember now. I did Flowers for Algernon, which is probably my favorite short story ever.
I don't read very much, but just based on that title, I know it's something that Brooks loves.
You know,
I read it.
also like Funyuns. We had a conversation earlier about what kind of chip person we pegged each other as. Pegged Dan as a Fritos guy.
He was so wrong.
Oh,
He's a chili cheese Fritos guy.
No, I'm a Pringles guy. Thank you very much.
okay. I don't think I wonder if anybody's actually a Fritos person. Like, people
father.
eat them. I think. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Like, I never know anybody who would prefer a Frito.
Thank you.
It's a plain chip that doesn't taste great.
You can put it on chili and that's about it.
Yeah, so the chili cheese Fritos are pretty tasty.
Yeah, they're good.
And the what's the flavor twist? The twisted Fritos.
Yeah.
With the honey barbecue. Yeah, those are good.
Damn it.
All right.
There we go.
Hey,
There you go.
I'm sorry. Dang it.
Bang it.
Blast. Evil blast.
Oh no! The special move of Double, the not double agent.
Oh man.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
Oh man.
So I dealt with one of my coworkers who had never seen that commercial, and please tell me you've seen it, Mega Red.
What commercial?
The
is
Michael
this?
Jackson McDonald's commercial.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, so yeah, I'm sorry, Michael Jordan.
There's a huge
no.
difference between
It's
the
a
two.
slight-
Those people.
slight
I'm
difference.
trying so hard to stay on topic here while I'm playing. It's the Michael Jordan commercial where he goes for McDonald's. It's like a Dare anti-drug PSA.
Okay.
He's like, if you're thinking about doing drugs, stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. Oh yeah, that's a great GIF as well. That's become
Yeah.
kind of popular. The stop it, get some help. Yes, that was a McDonald's commercial.
It was
I
a
didn't-
McDonald's, yeah.
I didn't know that. The only Michael Jordan McDonald's commercial I remember is the one with him and Larry Bird, the Nothing But Net.
Oh yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah.
Okay, off the backboard, off the roof, off the ground, nothing but net. And they just make shots all day and eat each other's fries.
That was a pretty solid impression, I gotta say.
It's really good.
I'm pretty good at impressions, but
I haven't thought about that commercial like since it aired.
right.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, I just remember Nothing But Net being a thing. Like people were saying that for a while after that. Nothing but net.
So because we brought it up, I cut his tentacles off using the boomerang.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did it.
Look at that.
Hey, he's armless.
Now he looks like Arnold's Vegeta.
Yeah. I'm a monster.
You monster.
Mutilating marine life.
Stop beating up the robot xenomorph.
Octopi are intelligent creatures. Don't hurt them.
Don't hurt
Oh,
us.
No,
but they hate
seriously,
us.
seriously, don't though. No, sorry, I'm not. Octopus is delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can eat a lot of.
I can't vouch for that. I know that they're smart, but they're delicious too. Where do you draw the line?
Oh man, smart.
At
And
the bottom of my
delicious.
receipt, as I'm signing the signing the
There you go.
Look at that.
Whoa, look at that. Smooth moves.
Thank you.
Full power.
That was like some WarioWare smooth moves.
Thanks. I think. I played Wario Land. I've never played WarioWare.
Oh, WarioWare's. You have okay. It's a mini game. It's a.
I know of it.
Ah, I can't believe you haven't played those. Those are so much fun.
Oh man, they're fun.
I've spent hours just like in doctors' offices alone playing WarioWare. I don't have enough time to focus on playing any Mega Man stuff on a Game Boy Advance, but if you're like waiting around, that's the thing to wait around with.
Okay.
Yeah. I
That
can
or a
see
book. I'd recommend a book for you.
Well, you know, maybe I have not done all of my necessary book learning, Brooks.
Do your book learning.
Do that book learning.
Mm-hmm. Do that.
Thinking about reading books. Stop it.
Get some help. I like audiobooks now because then you can get a lot of things done at the same time. So you can move while you're listening to stuff. Cleaning the house is great to have a book going or something. So yeah, I enjoy that.
Yeah, I like select audiobooks. I have a lot of time to read at work.
I do it only when the author's reading is usually when I'm into it. I one tour, MC Lars and I were really obsessed with OJ, and so we went through and found every single OJ book we could possibly read. And so there was a OJ audio book of his book called If I Did It. And this one's pretty crazy. So
Oh man,
We are almost there. We're on the last level.
we're on
shoot.
the last level, and I bet he. Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna get some sub tanks real quick.
Of course.
We've exhausted them. I'm gonna do it, but for sure I'm gonna
yeah.
just excuse us for a couple minutes. What should our talking point be here, Brooks?
We should talk about what our favorite flavor of wallpaper is.
Mine is floral.
Oh man.
Oh, have you no response, Brooks?
My favorite flavor is none of your business, Dan.
Then why did you ask?
Trying to access your personal information, hack your passwords.
That's my secret
That's your
question to
security
recover
question,
your
right?
password.
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor of wallpaper? Floral.
So what are you playing now as far as games go?
Just started playing Tetris 99 on Switch.
heard all
Super
about
fun. It made me get the Switch online service, which I wasn't interested in before. But so you're familiar with it, right?
Yeah.
It's Tetris Battle Royale, 99 people playing Tetris and trying to kill each other. I finished like top 10 a couple times, which really made me keep going. I thought I was pretty good at Tetris, but again, when you're playing against 99 other people, you never know.
Yeah, I always I go through long periods of time not playing Tetris, and then when I pick it up again, I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm good at Tetris. No, I'm not.
No,
when
you're not.
Tetris Pio Pio came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm really good at Pio Pio, and I was good at Tetris. I was good at neither.
Neither.
I just got my butt kicked so much.
I am not into the battle royale stuff, but I love Tetris as a violent spin to it, where you're playing Tetris to try and destroy
To
other
destroy
Tetris
other
players.
people.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, the Battle Royale thing could work with anything. I mean, if it works with Tetris, then imagine just playing anything while a bunch of other people are playing it.
That's a really interesting way to look at it, because one of the go-to like improv ideas for people who talk about video games a lot is take a single idea and then now you have to make a video game based on that concept. How do you do it? Well, we took Battle Royale, which we thought had to be like a shooter game where you dropped in and had to find resources and kill each other. Tetris showed everybody it doesn't have to be like that.
No.
So you can do that with any game.
Yeah,
you
now
could probably
I-
turn any game into a Battle Royale, and I think Tetris showed that to everybody.
There's a game. There's a game called Accounting Plus that exists, and
Yeah.
it's not terrible.
I played it. It's great.
I'm so jealous that you got to play it.
Well, you've gotten to play plenty of other VR games, so
Yeah,
you're
but
all right.
but those games weren't exclusively made out of things I could throw.
The Paranormal Activity one may as well have been.
I did like, oh man, yeah. I wish that I could be scared by VR games.
They're not scary.
No, they're not.
No, that's scary.
Unless you're Tyler.
Unless you're Tyler. It is I, the evil antagonist.
You'll never see me again after this game, I promise. Oh, the soundtrack is so rad.
There we go.
Man, I haven't. I think the last time I saw this was when you were playing at the grid that one time.
Probably.
Was that at Daikaiju, or were you working at Daikaiju?
I was working for Daikaiju. But Mega Man X is the only X game we have at the grid, so it's the only one I play all the time. Because nobody wants to buy the Legacy Collection because we're not trying to buy single-player games at a barcade.
Yep, and that's fair.
Makes sense. Wait till they make that. Wait till they make that Mega Man Battle Royale.
I don't think I'll play it. I think that's too crushing for me.
Yeah.
To me, Mega Man is like it's got to be a single-player game.
That's true.
Yeah, because if I'm not playing as Mega Man and/or Zero, or Proto Man,
in a 100-game Battle Royale where everybody is Mega Man.
No,
X.
everybody will be Mega Man.
I
X.
am a robot. Look, my robot has Elvis hair.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone will want X.
I love that Capcom loves floaty hand bosses.
We gotta get that under control right now.
Yeah, the floaty hand. He's like, he can't get this high. Let's give him a hand to stand on.
Surely, if I design my final weapon as the stationary object in a room.
Dang it. That's the rhythm you want, but I blew it. It's alright. That's why I got all the sub-tanks.
Yeah.
Soon and very soon, Dan will have defeated this robot menace.
It's alright, we're good, we're good.
Well, yeah. I
Just
think
use-
we got him.
Yeah.
I will say, in this particular shot, Sigma's makeup game looks really good.
And that's game.
Booyaka! That's game.
Ha!
Boom!
The winning has been done!
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, I have no idea how much you actually pay the X series, but you were doing good.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't play it a lot, but I play it enough where I get the general thing down. And yeah, and I appreciated your hints. But yeah, that was fun.
Indeed it was. And now, as X looks over this...
He must ponder his future.
Exposition, or what do you call this when it's after the story's over?
Epilogue.
Call it an epilogue? Okay.
Epilogue's position.
The war has ended and now peace has been restored, but those who sacrifice themselves don't matter and nobody ever saw them in the game.
F. F.
Exhausted.
X gains the destruction of cause and wonders why he chose to fight.
He will go through this dilemma in literally every game and nothing
Every
will
game.
change.
Why must I fight? As he scratches his head with his gun for a hand. Standing on the cliff with a gun for his hand, the answers seem to escape him and his handgun.
He was not at all built for murder.
He only fights the knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again with his gun hand before he finds his answer with his cannon appendage.
How
Exposition.
long? How long will they keep fighting?
How long will
Did you mention a buster on the arm? Did you say a buster?
Prepare to become space dust. Are you ready for your final journey?
On Mega Man X8 and or sequels Command Mission? Oh, we have to play Command Mission.
Oh, command mission!
We have to. We don't want to.
I should
Let's
say-
make that very clear right now.
We have to tell people that we're going to play it. And we'll really just we make somebody else play it and we'll just talk over it like we're playing.
Oh, wow. Let's find someone else's Let's Play.
That's what we should do with X7.
Oh, no.
Hey, here's $100. Beat this game.
Oh, yes. The good Ball DeVoe. Like Belle Biv DeVoe, obviously. Beeblader.
Utaboros.
Gulpfer.
Tombot.
Armor Soldier.
Crow.
Flamingo.
Lift cannon.
Death Rogamer.
Scrap Robo.
Dig labor.
Rolling gabagoo. I don't even. What? It just starts being serial numbers. Okay, that's more like it. Jamminger.
Mega Totoir.
Yes, Apple's new product.
Iworm. Sequel to
coming.
iRobot.
That joke just came right out of the time machine for 2005.
Oh god.
What year is it?
Nobody knows. It's 20XTX.
Oh, are we getting arbitrary power levels again?
No,
No.
that didn't start until
Two or
two
three?
or
Yeah.
three. I don't know which one. I think it might have been 3.
Okay.
The manual probably had them.
Oh yeah.
But they don't mean anything.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Some of them are fast.
But
Some of
the
them hit hard and are
manual-
slow. Who knows?
you gotta read the manual, man.
Yeah.
My dad made me read every manual and anything I ever bought. And
Wow.
I'm really glad because I got there's a lot of cool video game manual stuff that you wouldn't have I didn't know there was exposition for Sonic.
By the by the time my family had been buying Super Nintendo games for me, they were being bought used without their boxes, as they all were, because they were all sold.
Yes, you pauper.
I know. I could not
No.
afford them with the full box.
Nah.
My solid gold Super Famicom.
Guys, we did it.
Strike a pose.
We did it.
And you as
have
Mega
made
Man 10.
So was I the only one who thought that when this first came out?
When I first read
why'd
it, I
they
was like,
skip-
Mega Man 10?
Why did they skip 9? What happened?
Well, so
Oh no, at that time I think there wasn't 8 yet, so there was just 7, right?
yeah, and I'm inclined to agree, but like, I didn't realize how few people out there actually know Roman numerals.
I the only reason I learned Roman numerals because I was publicly embarrassed by saying the Saturn V rocket instead of the Saturn V when I went to go see Apollo 13.
Oh,
You're a
no.
fool.
Yeah, well.
I knew my Roman numerals from the greatest movie series of all time, Rocky.
Yeah.
And so I'll do at least up to 4. 5 doesn't count. That didn't happen.
Doesn't exist.
I have my dad had the CD when I was a kid that I borrowed all the time. He had the Rocky Story soundtrack. Every one of the songs for that movie I have memorized. And when I found out the Proto Men did No Easy Way Out, they did a weird but cool cover of that. I was someone else listened to this besides me. I feel so validated.
Nice.
But thank you for playing.
But we
Presented
have-
by Capcom.
I think we have one more mysterious message from Signo waiting for us.
Oh,
right
yes.
After
There is a TV.
Be sure to
sitting here.
drink your Ovaltine.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, I do have my decoder ring.
Why isn't
So-
it going?
Get your decoder ring.
Sigma,
drink.
come on, hit us with that mysterious message.
Nothing.
On the not Sony Trinitron.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
suspense.
There we go.
You have won a temporary victory, X.
Temporary body.
My
spirit remains
intact.
Temporary intact.
In time, I will find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, and I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon.
This will be a profitable franchise.
I wonder because they did start dropping these games like literally every year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
I
I'm-
think 2 of them came out in 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
It's like the Irish Twins thing, right?
Was it 3 and 4?
Do they have like a separate team working on
I
them?
feel
Or?
like it may have been 3 and 4 because 3 got that Saturn release.
Yeah. I know that a separate team did 6. X6 was made, because it's non-canon, it was made after Inafune backed out.
Yeah.
So he had nothing to do with X6.
X5 was
Okay.
supposed to be the last one, and then
this is
Mega Man
important for me to think
Zero
of this.
kind of picks up where X5 left off. It assumes the events of X5 are canon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how it was supposed to be.
Correct.
But I'm not hating too hard because I actually think X6 is a dope game.
yes. But on that note, we shall see you very soon.
Very soon.
And mayhaps Mega Ran will make his triumphant return. Who knows?
And he'll beat 900 people playing Street Fighter while rapping.
And all of their mothers will cry.
If I can find a body strong enough to do my bidding, then I will return.
Awesome, guys. Well, This is Brooks signing off.
So's Dad.
And Mega Ran.
We'll see y'all later.
Peace out.
Is this your card? Subscribe if it is.